Hey, Yetta, which one is Ottawa's tallest building?
The library.
Why?
Because it has tens of thousands of stories in it.
Oh, my goodness.
Moving forward with the Decker team. Moving forward together with the Decker team.
So we're thrilled that we've been able to come alongside you for so many years and created for you free access to over 603 Life's Inside Track episodes, where we share not only how to sell, buy, and invest and insider tips, but really where we get the most out of our home. And the amazing thing is you can get access to them from anywhere.
Mm-hmm.
And if you haven't subscribed to our YouTube channel, Decker Team YouTube channel, you'll want to do that because then you can get them as soon as they come out. And these radio shows are actually radio podcasts as well, or audio podcasts, I guess we call it, as well as videos. So you got any method of absorbing the information because there's also a transcription there. So you can read it, you can listen, or you can watch it.
There you go.
How good is that? We're going to explore how can you make reading a fun part of your day.
Yeah.
Did you hear what I just said?
A fun part of my day.
Of your day, not just your month or your year or your event or your vacation, a fun part of each day.
Yeah. You know, like you said earlier, I didn't read. Once I got out of university, I was burnt out, like book burnt, right? I don't want to read books.
That's actually another reason why people don't read. They're burnt.
Yeah, they're just burnt out.
Burnt out.
So I did start to pick up a book a number of years later, and it really inspired me. And it was an area where I had passion. So the passion part. And then the other books I started to read were, you know, like they had pictures, lots of pictures. So the reading requirement was small captions and whatever. Now, you might think I was reading comics, but no, I was reading a photography book, which would have different pictures and then speak about what f-stop was used or whatever to create the different looks of the different photos. Fishing books, which had pictures of the fish, pictures of the lure, how to bring a fish in, all kinds of things. So,
yeah, and so the same thing would be true for gardening books, sewing books, like anything that's an instructional book. Ken did learn how to sew, which was a story for another day. He was a great sewer.
I did not read that in a book, though.
I know. You got taught by me.
Yeah.
I read it in a book and took classes. And anyway, we digress. So pick a topic that you're interested in, though. Like that's the first way to ensure that you can have fun in your day is by picking a topic that you like rather than one that was forced up on you.
Yeah, for sure. And you know what was also interesting is we kind of made a game of how many books can we read and what time does it take to read a book. So what we discovered was 15 to 20 minutes. We'll read a book a month.
Right.
And you read a book a month, your life changes.
Ours certainly did.
Significantly.
You're going back to the why you want to read?
No, it's just fun because when your life changes, you have better communications, better relationships, better conversations, and it just fuels it, right? It becomes more and more fun to learn new things.
Right. So how can we make it fun? One of the things I do is I blend my listening. So I listen to a lot of books as much as I read hard copy books or soft copy books, and I'll blend it with even my swimming. Now that I'm no longer counting strokes, but I know how many strokes I do in a length of time, I now get my little portable speaker, put it on the edge of the pool, and I blast that thing so I can hear it over the jets that are giving me some resistance. And I'm getting through a ton of books that way.
Well, you know what's cool is our neighbors are learning the books too if you're blasting it.
Yeah, but blasting when you got the jets. We've got a big yard. I don't think it's so bad. But I'm getting it high enough so I can listen to it. So blending things, even when I'm cleaning, when I'm creating the heavenly environment in our home, or when I'm preparing a meal.
Right.
If you're not home, I will have an audiobook going.
I know. I walk in and I hear... I don't know how you listen to it that fast.
Well, that would be, we're going to share the whole why the speed thing, but really just finding ways that it's fun for you to listen to it.
Yeah, and if you got a family, I remember when we had kids, we'd go in the car.
We still have kids.
Yeah, when they were younger.
Okay.
we would listen to dramatized books like the Narnia series or that kind of thing. And I got right absorbed. I had to remember I'm driving because you start picturing the things that are happening.
Right. So a dramatization?
Yeah, that will maybe pique your interest in books if you're not there yet.
Right. And also another great thing to do is when you read them, use different voices. Right? The kids,
I do that sometimes.
You're so good at that.
I make up voices as I'm reading. And a lot of times we read together. We read to each other.
Yeah, we do.
Because when you grow together, it's more fun. You don't want to leave somebody behind.
You really don't. So talking about more fun and growing together, if you haven't connected to our community yet, if you already have, you're going to get the invitation in the next days. If you haven't, connect to the Decker Team community by an email together@deckerteam.com. And we have a special invitation for our community, which is joining us on a book club that our mentor, Diana Kokoska, wrote. And it's called Becoming More. And the whole thought is to turn it into a movement. It's not really about the book. It's about what can we do when we move forward together. So much more. So if you want to have some fun, that's starting November 23rd, because it will be instilled so much more when we enjoy the process. And I enjoy being with the peeps that want to be part of my world.
Absolutely.
And so this is the way to do it.
Yes. So they just got to send an email to together@deckerteam.com.
Yeah.
And we'll invite them to the book club. And it's going to be over Zoom so we can see people and we can discuss the book.
And it'll be, like I said, FREE.
What's free? The book?
No, the book club.
Oh, you got to pay to play, but the book club's free.
Yeah, so you order your own book, but the book club, there's no cost. Okay. There's no entry fee, just the investment of your time.
And when are we going to do that book club?
November 23rd.
Yeah, 9 a.m.
Yeah, perfect.
And that tells me something about when you're reading. If you're reading for retention and for creativity, read while you're fresh. Read in the morning. If you're reading for pleasure or to wind down or to, become sleepy, then read at night.
Right. So one of the things to do to make it more fun is choose your purpose, what you want to get out of the reading. So the less intense books, great at bedtime. But I don't necessarily want to absorb a whole lot of data as I'm trying to go to sleep. And then pick a cozy chair.
Yeah, like we have a recliner. It's beautiful.
Oh, we have two. I have one, you have one.
We read in it, we pray in it. And the other day I woke up at 3 a.m, couldn't go back to sleep. So I went in the chair, started reading the latest Tony Robbins book.
Life Force.
Life Force, yep. And that was able to put me to sleep pretty quick. I was asleep in that lazy boy for quite a while.
Yep. And then another great thing to do to enjoy it is pre-plan your books. Because then you're not just feeling like I've got nothing to read. It's already laid out, right? We'll often lay out our entire growth plan or our reading list a year in advance. And then there's always the other one that's great is the recommendations from other people.
Yeah, ask other people, what's your top 3 books or what's your top 10 list of books you've read? Because a book doesn't have to be a new release. It can be a new release that has new information, new technology in it. And sometimes some of the classics are the best.
Yeah, which is fantastic. So make a game of it.
Yep.
How quick can I read it? Do I want to become a speed reader? How do I want to read it?
You know what, Yetta? I love this quote. Audiobooks really speak to me. Together, we're clarifying your options so that your wisdom will flow and you will win.
Moving forward with the Decker Team. Moving forward